What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan, and I'm BManX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have a quick announcement and speculation video for One Piece live action. We have just heard the announcement that Season 2 will be happening for the One Piece live action. So let's get into it. Let's theorize what's going to happen. Let's talk about when we might see it. And just enjoy that we are getting another season of this show. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. Without further ado, One Piece is getting a season 2. We're going to see Iñaki Godoy reprise his role as Straw Hat Luffy. And I want to kind of go into what I think is a good place for them to try and end Season 2. I think Season 2, because this series is so long, you can't have multiple seasons in the same arc. Like, we couldn't go halfway into Alabasta and then have a Season 3 that finished off Alabasta. I think you have to finish off Alabasta by the end of Season 2 in order to keep momentum, keep people interesting. So it's an interesting proposition because if we only get 8 episodes, they're limited in what they can do. Now, I definitely think that this is a show that they could do a 12 episode run. I think that would be amazing if they got 12 episodes to work with, because otherwise I feel like they're going to have to cut out a lot of stuff. But we'll see what happens. I mean, if they do 8, if they do 12, you know, I think with the success of this, Netflix could potentially consider a 12 episode season, or even a 10 episode season would give you a little bit more wiggle room. I feel like the first bit, you're going to have to get into the Grand Line really early. So you only have maybe 1 or 2 episodes to do. Like, I feel Logtown is like 1 episode, if not like 3/4 of an episode. So I definitely think Logtown has to be pretty quick. I feel like getting into the Grand Line has to be in one of those episodes. I feel the Millennial Dragons, if we only have 8 episodes, is going to get cut. I feel like they're not going to do that if they don't have at least 10 to 12 episodes. I would love to see their take on the Millennial Dragons arc, but I feel like that is a 1 episode thing. In fact, I feel like the best way they could pull that off would be to do a Logtown episode all in one, and then do a Millennial Dragon episode that ends with them getting to the Grand Line to set up for the Laboon episode. I absolutely think that they have to do the Laboon episode because it is important later on in the story, but I won't spoil that for anyone who hasn't watched One Piece. It does come back, and it is very crucial that is in there if they're doing a faithful adaptation. I don't think the Laboon episode has to be its own episode. I honestly feel like you could combine a Laboon episode and a Whiskey Peak episode to move things along so that you can get to Whiskey Peak as soon as possible. You could end the end of the episode with them meeting Robin at Whiskey Peak, and then continue on from there doing the Giants, the Giant Island, and then going forward, doing an episode there, doing an episode at Drum Kingdom where they meet Chopper, which is, I'm really excited to see how they do for Chopper. So that's something I'm just like, oh, how are they gonna pull off Chopper? So, and I'm really excited for that. I'm also excited for Robin. I'm excited for her Devil Fruit power. I want to know how that's gonna look on live action, because some Devil Fruit powers are easier to do. Luffy's looks goofy, but it's supposed to look goofy because it's rubber, right? He's a rubber man. So a lot of Devil Fruit powers that look goofy work because they're supposed to look goofy, but some more serious Devil Fruit powers, it's kind of like, how are they going to do that, right? So that'll be interesting to see, how are they going to do. I think Crocodile shouldn't be too hard. I think the sand ability is actually quite easy one to replicate, but I feel like the first half of the season would have to be them getting to Alabasta, so you got 10 episodes. You do that 1 episode, you maybe do a Millennial Dragon episode, you do the Laboon Whiskey Peak episode, you do the Mr. 3 episode on the Giant Islands, and then you do the Chopper Drum Kingdom episode. They're all 1 episode. Maybe you might have a second episode. That gets you 5 or 6 episodes if you're careful. And then you have 4 to 5 episodes to just focus in Alabasta, which I feel because Alabasta is such a huge part of the show, you need at least probably, 3 to 4 episodes, if not more, to kind of complete that arc and have them sailing away at the end with their hands up and the music playing and stuff like that. I feel like that would be I feel like if they can get that done in season 2, they will keep momentum, they will keep the excitement and keep going, because there's certain parts of One Piece that are slow. And if you end on a slow part, it doesn't help with the whole, moving it forward and convincing people, yeah, I'll come back for a season 3. And because it's such a long series, you kind of got to put yourself in the position where you can get through those really crucial moments in a season and then move on to the next crucial moment, right? The next season would be, if we get season 3, would be Skypiea. I didn't find Skypiea all that interesting, so I don't know if, I found the Jaya stuff a little bit more fun than the Skypiea stuff. And the Marine base, and then of course after that you have the whole Robin and Water 7 thing, and that is where the show really, really picked up. If you don't count the Foxy Pirates, it was like, if they ever get to that, if they get to like season 4 and they do the Foxy Pirates, it better be one bloody episode, because the Foxy Pirates arc is like 20 plus episodes, and it's just way too long for what it is. It's fun, but it's way too long. But it's just an amazing show anyways. So it's really cool that they're getting this. This article was out of Collider. They're saying, don your straw hats and pack your sea bags, because One Piece Season 2 is on the way. Netflix announced today that their smash hit adventure series based on the long-running manga by, I can't pronounce his first name, by Oda, has been renewed for a second season, continuing the adventure of Monkey D. Luffy, Iñaki Godoy, Zoro, Mackenyu. I know how to pronounce his name. I'm just, when I'm reading it. Nami, Emily Rudd, Usopp, Jacob Romero, and Sanji Taz Skylar, as they sail for the Grand Line in search of the titular One Piece treasure. The announcement came courtesy of Oda himself via transponder snail, of course, who celebrated the fact that the live-action adaptation had taken the world by storm, before announcing that they will continue to do a newly announced Season 2. By the sounds of this message, it seems like Oda will remain involved in the series. Thank you. Something fans of the original manga and the subsequent anime, as well as the creative team behind the series, all praised with the first season. And then, they're talking about, while still in the very early days with the ongoing writers and actors strike, effectively bringing the industry to a standstill in the fight for better treatment, Oda did not leave fans completely in the dark. He ended the message acknowledging that the scripts were not quite ready yet, while adding that the crew just might be needing a doctor. Yes, One Piece fans, it seems like Tony Chopper is ready to make his adorable debut. We also have the ominous smoke-filled cliffhanger that was Smoker, and they've brought signs of Baroque works into the season 1 as Easter eggs. I didn't mind that. I didn't mind the Baroque works showing up in name only early. Like, I know Zoro faced that one guy, but when you get into the Baroque works Whiskey Peak arc, Zoro he acknowledges that he fought that guy. So that was something that always happened. That happened in the manga. We just never saw it. It was before Zoro joined the crew. We didn't see a flashback of it, but he told us he beat that guy. They tried to recruit him. So we knew that was a part of. We knew that was part of the interaction. Zoro had met Baroque Works. They just decided to show it off as an Easter egg in the first episode to kind of bring Zoro's sword skills to light and stuff like that. And yeah, so that was kind of a cool little Easter egg, and I didn't mind that at all. So, guys, what do you think? Are you excited? Do you think that this show deserves a season 2? Are you hoping it's going to be sooner than later? Like, are you hoping the actors' strikes are going to end soon so they can start writing this and producing it? So tell me what you think. What do you think we're going to get? I feel like it's going to be at least 2 years, unfortunately, before we see another season, which is sad because I feel like when you have a show every year, it keeps the momentum going. But when you have to wait 2 years for a new season, it kind of kills a lot of the momentum. People forget about it. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see, if we're going to get this in 2 years, if people are still interested. But I think they did a fantastic job of season 1. I can't wait to see season 2. I'm excited to potentially see Robin and Chopper and Ace. If they get to Alabasta, we'll see Ace. That would be amazing. So many great characters, so many great episodes, so many cool things that they can do. Vivi, we'll get to see Vivi, and that will be really awesome too. I feel like Vivi probably will get cast as someone of like Saudi Arabian background, just because it is kind of an Egyptian style sand kingdom, which I don't think I have a problem with at all. I think that would fit definitely, just because they don't really the skin tones don't really give you any context in anime, besides if it's black or white, right? I mean, like he said, Luffy was supposed to be Brazilian, was what Oda said, but you'd never know because they all have the same. There's two skin tones in all of One Piece, unless you count fishmen. Then there's way more, and other creatures too. So I mean, I think that would be an okay thing. I think that would make sense. I feel like that's what they would do. But no, tell me what you guys think. Are you excited? Are you going to enjoy this? Do you think you're going to be on your seat? And do you think that they'll do justice by the Alabasta arc and the ones before it? Do you think they'll do a good job? There's so many different questions that you can ask, but drop a comment down below. Tell me what you think. I really appreciate them. But hey, looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. And as always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.